chicken prices so high?
Why are ticket prices so
Chicken.
high? Oh, chicken?
Yeah. Everybody that's buying, like, I stopped the other day to get a sub and some pizza for on my way home. And the place that I stopped, they said that they had to increase their prices, but they weren't going to offer bone-in chicken wings. They could only do...
What's that got to do with the Olympics?
Well, no. You were saying about the price of gold going up.
And I have another fact, Michael. It says...
I give up.
Only Trish could come up with gold and chicken bones together.
Right.
It's Trish logic. Did you forget?
Here's another logic. It says anyone taking a bite out of their gold medal in celebration gets 37,500 added in their pocket per medal. Those who finish with a silver medal earn 22,500, and a bronze medal fall in the line of $15,000 for a payment.
Well, you saw that Simone Biles, she actually got a bronze, even though she withdrew from competition, the team competition. So, I mean, I'm glad she was able to finish her individual.
Well, I am glad too. All right, so we now have that answer. All right,
I can't believe that. Wow, that's $37,500 just for biting a piece of gold. Okay.
What would you do for a Klondike bar?
That's right, exactly. What would you do for a Klondike bar?
All right, since I got this opened to prove that the internet was not down, Elon Musk tweeted some big personal news, but nobody wants to talk about it. For most of us, the homes we live in are biggest purchases we'll ever make. Musk isn't like most of us. So, do you mind sharing how much your house was?
Mine? How much it was worth?
How much you bought it for?
How much did I buy it for? Yeah. $60,000, I believe.
Okay. You spent more on your house than Elon Musk.
I believe it.
Why do you believe that?
Because
you're not doing your job.
He knows how to get something for nothing, and it's chicks for free.
Yeah, but this is the really interesting part. The house has is worth $50,000. So he doesn't live like a billionaire. He lives like he says he lives. So it says here, you learn a lot when you scroll through many tweets of Elon Musk. You learn, for example, that he thinks Apple's App Store fees amount to global tax on the internet, and you can learn that he has never spoken to the CEO, Tim Cook, despite what everyone says. You learn that despite being CEO of both SpaceX and Tesla, and being actively involved in several other companies, he'd rather not be CEO at all.
You like this one? No, you don't want that one. Okay.
The attention paid to Musk on Twitter might not be all that surprising, since
you want that one? Okay.
An entire ebook about Musk is called Elon Musk Has Very Big Plans, which you can download for free. Yet I've been stuck on one thing in particular. Exactly 53 days ago from one of his tweets. The tweet he gave was, my primary home is literally a $50,000 house in Boca Chica, starbase that I rent from SpaceX. It's kind of awesome. Musk also said he sold every home he owned, except for the one that he used for events. And the centi-billionaire Musk could literally live anywhere he chooses on the planet. So the announcement that he's living in a home that's worth less than the price of a Tesla Model 3 with the performance upgrade struck people as a personal revelation to him. But he actually lives in a very small house. And you think about it, a guy like him probably isn't home very often. Because, I mean,
he's in.
Well, he's got so much responsibility.
You just want these.
He's everywhere. And he probably doesn't spend a lot of time at home.
All right.
So I just found that very interesting because
he just loves those bacon.
He could live pretty much anywhere he wanted to live. He could buy his own country if he wanted to.
He could buy his own parking spot.
But he chose to not really worry about a living arrangement because he spends most of his time working. And I believe that. because he definitely is a workaholic. So,
Go get it.
all right. That's the end of that category.
So I finally found how he only wants the bacon ones.
Of
At this
course.
point. Would you like to let us in on the joke?
See, that's
There
why
is
those
a
teeth.
picture that she saw. This little kitten has a face that looks like that, and it says,
I'm sorry for the things my face said while you were talking. Okay.
All righty.
"It's a cute little kitten."
I don't know how many more I got in here, buddy, but you can have what you got.
He's my puppy.
Okay.
No, he's my puppy.
He's my
No,
puppy.
he's my puppy.
When have you been to see him last?
Last week. Last Tuesday.
I've been here since then.
That's right. We've been here since then.
So
We were
that's
here
all
Saturday.
I had to work Saturday.
That's your problem. That's why I said he's
And then I
my
ended up
puppy.
in the emergency room Saturday.
Well, that's your fault. This is why he's my puppy.
All right.
So how could I be here?
Where there's a will, there's a way.
That's correct.
Ah, I do have more in this. Okay.
But you look like he lost the
Oh,
whole
this
fight.
one is Ann still in the chat room?
I
She
don't
was.
think so.
No, I was going to say she was.
She was. Oh, there goes.
And if you're still there, please let us know.
This story's for her. Amazon's Lord of the Rings series will premiere September of 2022. She and I were talking about this just the other day, talking about Lord of the Rings. How we both, I had no interest in this movie in this series at all, and a friend at work said, "You'll watch this and you will like this." And he said, "If you don't, you can come back and do whatever." Yeah. And I looked at it and I said, "All right, I'll watch. I'll watch the first one, see if it's any good." And I was instantly attached to this stupid show, and I watched every one of the things in the DVDs and stuff. And so now they're going to have
No, we got no response.
a
yet.
regular series called Lord of the Rings from Amazon, and they're going to make their own Lord of the Rings. I just thought that was really cool. So that is interesting to me. And also another Disney thing, if you didn't know this, water park. It's not meant to be a water park. It's meant to be a Disney park. It just happened to flood, and everybody was playing in the water of the water park that is not a water park. So it just kind of got really wet. So anybody that was at that particular day had a water park instead of just a regular park.
No.
I don't know if I'd be swimming in it though, because you never know what's in the rain of that. Because down there, you have alligators down there, and you got to worry about them things. And if there is
Well, that's
that
because
much water,
it rains hard, very like a real hard, at least once a day down there. Correct?
well, I wouldn't say that it does. I mean, this is a fluke here, but
oh,
I
okay.
found it very interesting that they left. I mean, what are you going to do? You say, hey, you can't get in the water. So I don't know. I just thought it was funny.
I hope your tummy don't get mad, deserved or
Upset.
upset. Thank you.
So there we go. I'm going to put this in here as well. Put this in. So you always have a water park whether you like it or not. There is a water park down the street from
Oh,
one of
he's
the
looking
Disney
at this
things.
tree and he wants more.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I have that many more of these though. I don't know. I don't know if these are the ones you want, but I don't have. I don't know. I got maybe one, two.
Let's see. I need to. I think this is the one. Yeah. I need to.
Watch. Ready? Go get it.
Where is it?
Right there.
I don't know if they have. They must not have a button to do that. I hate that. Need to do it this way. What's this? Is this a? Ah, there it is. They hid the link. By the way, I was favorited by Elon Musk on one of my tweets.
How many times did you kiss up to him to get that?
None. I expected to have another no answer, but he actually favorited one of our tweets from the show last week.
Wow.
Good.
Yes, my man.
La dee da.
Hey, I'm totally into.
I think I
that's
lost
not
my
his.
buddy.
I didn't want to do that twice. What did I do? Damn it.
Maybe he needs to go upstairs and get a drink of water now.
Probably.
Probably.
Why didn't that work? It says this. Okay, that's right. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, now for some reason, my regular way of doing this doesn't work. Okay, this is working now. Okay, there we got it. Why not? Why not one other thing causing me headaches? Okay, we got it. Oh, an update on my mother.
Yes.
She's back at the nursing home.
Yes.
Yay.
Good.
Totally unexpected by me, and very happy that she's not in the hospital down there.
That's good.
After all the things they told us, it just didn't expect that. All right. What else we got?
I got a question for you.
Okay.
If that's the trash kitty, why doesn't he has like she have or have Oscar the Grouch or something or a trash can or something instead of a skull on her shirt?
She didn't get that far
I
yet.
didn't say that was the trash kitty.
I thought you said in the beginning it was the trash kitty.
I don't know. I don't have cats. I don't
Oh,
I don't like
okay.
cats.
You don't have pets. Well, what was that?
I said cats.
Oh,
And he's not a pet.
he's a buddy.
That'd be like you calling your daughter a pet.
Well, she is. That's why she's Bug. That's why you're Bug. Hello?
That's an insect, not a pet.
No, that's right. My pet was
She's
in the
half in
hospital.
and half out tonight.
Do you know who Matt Cardonia is?
No.
Mrs. Cardonia's son.
So I take that as a no.
You left yourself open for
All right,
that
do you
one.
know who Zach Ryder is?
Mrs. Ryder's son.
Assumably a no.
Which one am I looking up now?
It's the same person.
I've heard the
Oh,
name.
Okay, Zach Ryder was with the WWE,
So
That's
Matt-
why I've heard the name.
and he was jailed after robbing a bank wearing,
jeez.
wearing the GCW title. Now, I'm still trying to determine whether or not this is real because it's kayfabe news. Okay? And who would be stupid enough to rob a bank wearing a title belt?
Apparently him.
Well, I'm not so sure that this is real because he won the belt from what's the guy? Nick, the hardcore guy that freaking I can't think of his name.
I've been away from it for so long I couldn't tell you.
His name's in here. Hold on here. Nick Gage.
Oh,
Okay, the arrest comes days after Cardona won the GCW title from Nick Gage in an upset victory that led to joyous fans to thrust their arms in the air, many inadvertently losing grip of their beverage containers. Several close to Cardona said the so-called robbery was just a prank to play mind games with Gage, who himself robbed a bank. If you saw the the special on him on Dark Side of the Ring, Nick Gage was a troubled kid and was caught robbing a bank for real and went to jail for robbing a bank for real. And so the question is, did he really rob a bank? We know that Nick Gage did, but did
Right.
Cardona really rob a bank? Or was it an angle for another match? I mean, it seems to be an angle because this don't even look like he's in the bank. It looks like he's they had a bank.
I think it's fake.
Yeah.
I think it's fake. There's no
so
way.
do I.
Yeah.
Because that don't even look. I mean, it really don't look like it's.
And
a
I
bank.
think if that person, if he was in there robbing the bank, that person behind him would probably be looking at him, or even if they, like,
Well-
even as a famous person, like, oh my God, it's
What I'm really looking at is the coloring of his shirt there, which would show shadows. There's shadows there, and unless you're using a green screen, then it could be anything. It could be anything.
Green screen,
But
a green
his
shirt.
chances are his shirt would not show a dark shadow there. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I don't have the, but it says here I don't know that it's real. Again, it's kayfabe too, so I don't know that I buy that. He's not really that dumb of a person, I would think, that he would put himself into that situation. So, anyway, he was jailed after robbing a bank, supposedly. AEW is possibly going to be getting CM Punk. And if he gets CM Punk's theme song, if you remember, was Living Colors.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I forget the name of the song, but... Oh, Cult of Personality. AEW has the rights. You want to share with the whole class, or?
A weasel walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Wow, I've never served a weasel before. What can I get you?" Pop goes the weasel.
Okay. That's what I would expect. Anyway, AEW has the rights to use Cult of Personality. So if indeed CM Punk shows up, which leads you to believe that CM Punk is going to show up. So, WWE released Bray Wyatt, which was a big shock because Bray Wyatt was a major player for WWE for a long time. And that means that none of the Blackjack kids are in, or none of the IRS kids are in the WWE right now. Also, Natalia was had her ankle broken in a match last week, and it was a legit break, not a.
So there was the answer to your question from last week. You wanted to know if it was fake or not. Well, she got hurt.
She did get hurt. A WWE person, a WWE champion gets a name change.
Really?
There's this new guy, and I'll tell you, I was floored because I didn't see it coming. He was a valet for Eva. He lost that valet ship and became a valet for Nia Jax.
Okay.
And Shayna Baszler as a tag team. He got kicked out of that, and then he won the 24/7 championship. And we didn't even know he was a wrestler. Not only is he a wrestler, I like this guy now that he has a belt.
What?
He does flips and stuff that he
Really?
should not be able to do. This guy comes
But
running.
he doesn't like him.
The guy does these backflips to the ring. And then
went
when he gets near the
upstairs.
ring, he runs.
What'd you go upstairs for,
He
to get a
jumps
drink?
from the
Did you have too
floor
much bacon?
over the top rope
Okay.
and lands on his feet.
Yeah. Get a peanut butter. You
This
want peanut
guy is
butter now?
really cool.
No, you still don't want
Uh,
peanut
I
butter.
see guys do that.
Okay.
This
you
guy
still want
didn't
the
look
bacon.
like he should be able to do that.
What do you want?
He's really short too.
No, you want this?
So he was called Reginald, and now he's called Reggie. That's his name change.
Now we got to find
Reggie
which one he
Rice.
wants again.
No, wrong.
No, he has
I don't think he wants
athleticism.
these. Let me see. That's one.
But yeah, I thought that was really interesting.
And
that
you don't want the
They
bacon
took
anymore.
him and they made him into a
I don't know. Do
pretty
you have anything over
interesting-
there that he wants? Because he doesn't want anything over here.
You can ask him.
Okay.
So anyway, so now he's called Reggie. So, and he also lost his accent. He had a French accent when he was with the other people. Now he lost his accent and he has an American
Want that
accent.
one? Okay.
Last time that
pushed me
happened was with
out?
Kofi Kingston, because Kofi Kingston was speaking like a
That one?
Jamaican.
Jamaican, yeah, and he's actually from Africa. So, really interesting. So,
I dropped it on the floor, buddy.
all right, Jason.
Thank you.
Static. No.
She
we
has
missing-
over here, take time to thank a musician today because let's face it, your life would be a living hell without music in it.
What's that got to do with Jason?
It
It
doesn't.
has nothing to do with it. You're a musician, so
Oh.
she's thanking you, or they're
Oh.
both thanking you.
Okay.
Is what the whole point of
At
it.
least he does
Okay.
it. He's doing his job now.
Okay.
I
yeah.
know. At least he got it.
Well, I mean, it's like, yes, I got it.
Well, that's
once you
because
said what,
I was
once you
confused
said
because
what
I
it was
said
for,
Jason.
yes, I'm doing my job. Buddy's being treated here, and
All right.
you
Well,
know.
Jason Momoa is the next one on the charts.
Yeah.
So Jason Momoa is
Here, I'm gonna
a
pass these to
Hawaiian
you.
character, a real Hawaiian guy, and he got his
so I can do
start.
my other job.
One of his ways he got his start was on
He doesn't want any of these.
I know.
one of the reasons he got so big quickly
That's the
was
bad-
he was the big heel in Game of Thrones,
Right.
and he raped his wife on that show. Why are you combining them? I have them separated for a reason. They were types of stuff.
Mine were all the
It's
same
truth
that I
logic. Go
combined.
figure.
All right. Anyway, Jason Momoa was being
Women.
interviewed, and they now think about this. Game of Thrones has been off the air for a long time, and it was 7 years or 8 years that it was on, and this happened in the first season of Game of Thrones when he supposedly raped his wife. He raped his wife, his TV wife, when I use the quotes, because that's what guys did back then, because they were savages, and his group was savages.
That was me. My computer froze. So I had to restart it.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you just disappeared off the screen, so I mean, basically,
I forgot it was plugged in here.
yeah. Okay. Well, that makes sense. I didn't realize I was trying to.
See,
why did you do
see,
that?
and you said earlier when my computer went down. Okay, so now, okay, I'm over that. Okay,
Gonna have to-
There should be coming back on here.
Well, yeah. Hopefully, there you go.
There you go.
All
not
right.
that she's in the screen anyway. She's happening to
Because
be.
my mother's taking the whole screen. Now I see why you keep getting pushed out over here.
Okay, Jason Momoa was asked by an interviewer about his feelings on raping his wife in Game of Thrones. First off, that was so long ago, and it was part of the. He didn't write the script. That was just something he was supposed to do to make him an evil guy, and it set her up for being the queen of the dragons. She ends up killing him later on.
Yes, but why? I mean, if they're. You said they were legally married, right? That they were husband and wife? I thought that's what you said.
Back up.
Okay.
His wife on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
They were a tribe on Game of Thrones.
Okay. Well, see, I didn't watch that show.
I know you
Puppy.
didn't, so I want to make sure this is coming out right because I don't want people to think that I'm saying that Jason Momoa raped his wife.
No,
Jason
no,
Momoa did
puppy.
not rape his wife. Jason Momoa's character raped his
Buddy.
TV wife.
TV wife. Yes, thank
Okay.
you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
And so the idea that somebody would come on and say, "What do you think about you raping your wife?" Well, he didn't rape his wife. It was his character that raped his wife's his TV wife, and it was for the main idea of her hating men because she was forced into a sexual relationship, and she hated men so much that when she became the queen of the dragons, she became the main focus of the rest of the 9 years or whatever it was that they were on the air,
Oh.
because she became the evil queen that was willing to do anything to win at things. So I mean, you got to see this show, but it's really, I thought it was a stupid thing to bring up for that show because first off, Jason Momoa's done many other things since then, and that's like asking why do you spend so much time underwater as Aquaman? You know, it's like it doesn't really matter because it's a show.
Hey, he can be underwater with a body like that.
Yeah, I'd be glad if he was underwater, eventually drown.
No,
He's not like The Rock.
he knows how to swim.
The Rock would beat him.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
yeah.
I agree.
After all, The Rock is Black Adam when he gets it out. I mean, when the movie comes out, he's probably Black Adam anyway. So anyway, so that's what the. So anyway, he said to the. I forgot what I was talking about. He says, "Do you regret playing the role? We'll put it in this way. I already did it. Not doing it again." That's what his. That's.
Been there, done that. Gave the T-shirt
But I mean,
back.
why would you ask that of something that was that old? I mean, he's following the role. What are you going to say? No, I'm not going to do this because I don't care what your script says. I'm not going to. But it was pretty graphic. He really gave it to her that night. But anyway, I like Game of Thrones. Took me a while to get used to it because I started watching that show like 4 times before I got through it. I just never got through the first episode. Once I got through the first episode and watched the second episode, and then it started rolling, and I started getting into the particular thing. All right. Wow, we got through entertainment already. Wow, that was quick. All right, that means I get on to the good stuff. Well, not yet. I'm going to talk about COVID stuff just briefly. Less than 0.001% of fully vaccinated Americans died from the COVID-19 infection. Less than 0.001%.
That means that the vaccine is working.
Yes, that's what I'm going to say. So that's the good news. That's the good news. But the bad news is that the infections are getting worse and worse of those that aren't vaccinated.
See, so all those people out there that say, I'm not getting it because it doesn't help, it does help.
Well, we saw that when the numbers went down.
Well, yeah, but they were all saying, oh, it's a crock of this is a crock of you know what, and, you know, that it's basically we don't need the shot. Well, you do need the shot. You know, I mean, I'm a person that does not like needles, and I got the shot.
I love
because, I used to, my
Did you
one
say
boss
needles
that
or
I worked
noodles?
for, he said
hate
he was in the
noodles.
military, and he said to me he loved needles. And I said, what do you mean? He said when they were in the military, they give you all your vaccinations, whether you had them or not. And he said to me, he stood in line twice to get them a second time.
Jeez.
And I'm like, wow, okay.
I'm surprised he didn't get sick from that.
I don't know, but he was like, okay. I'm like, you're crazy, real crazy. But
Well, according to Dr. Fauci, infections surging and things are going to get worse. That I'm not happy about. And so far, things he said has come true. And with the variant, I'm scared for the country. I mean, other countries are already shutting down. And Tokyo refused to allow spectators at the Olympics, which was probably the right move. But this stuff's not going away. And so we got to do our part. I mean, now granted, there aren't enough numbers of people dying to make people take notice.
yeah, but you unfortunately can't force someone to take a shot.
Understood.
You know, and that's the worst part about it. You know, whether it's okay, I would like it, or no, I don't want it. And most people, unfortunately, are not, whether they know the numbers or believe it's true or whatever, go, I don't want the shot.
Right.
And that's that's probably one of the biggest problems, because they don't have enough information, or they're just bullheaded and
That's-
say I don't want
it's
it, which is
more
probably the
bullheaded.
bullheadedness.
It's the bullheadedness. Yeah.
Yeah, the
So-
bullheadedness of just saying I don't want.
Says the U.S. likely won't see the lockdowns that plagued the nation last year, despite surging infections. But things are going to get worse. Fauci made rounds on morning news shows, noted that half of Americans have been vaccinated. By the way, it's up to 70%.
Yeah, isn't that the reason why, like Pennsylvania was opening up more? Was because at least 70% of the population was vaccinated.
Well, we have that, and then we also have just the opposite thing that's going on right now. By the way, answer, Eric.
All right,
Somebody.
hold on.
Oh,
I didn't even see
I
it.
didn't even see it. Okay.
Did you hear Jody Hamilton died?
Yeah,
Yes.
that's who we talked about first.
Yes, we started. We talked to.
That was the first part of the
one we
show.
talked about. Eric. Yes.
Florida COVID hospitalization shatter record as DeSantis downplays the threat. Now, I can tell you, DeSantis is not really well liked as it is. So this is not going to do anything for his career, him downplaying the whole thing. But our friends in Florida would probably say the same thing. The head of the largest hospitals association warned the skyrocketing number of COVID hospitalization is unlike anything the state has seen before. Even as Governor Ron DeSantis downplays the spike, the Florida Hospitalization Association on Monday reported 10,389 COVID-19 hospitalizations, the most statewide during any point in the pandemic. So this is crazy, considering that how many people are vaccinated, that they have that many people in the hospital right now. About 95 of those hospitalized are unvaccinated.
Of course.
That's
So
just
let me ask you this: do you think because they're in the hospital and they're unvaccinated because of this, should we be able to, as a doctor, if I was a doctor, say, listen, I would strongly recommend you getting this shot,
I think it's a
and
little
force
late.
them to do it?
It's too late. They already have the COVID.
Yeah, but if they get, after they get better and all that stuff, because
Then they have the immunity because
Okay.
if they live and don't die because of the shot, they should be okay. Why is this not charging?
so
Because you took its credit card away?
That's weird. Okay, go ahead and ask what your.
Well, I was going to say, so that means because they, that all those people could possibly transmit it to us who have been vaccinated.
Yep. But chances of us getting it, because we were vaccinated, are slim. But it is possible.
Mhm.
Why is this not charging?
'Cause I'm
That's
not
really
over
weird. This has been really a good charger for a long time. What are we laughing at?
Well, she has this cartoon picture, okay, that says the tan lines of the next generation. And it's all because they have their phones, like, right here.
Oh,
there. No, that's because they're holding their phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're holding their phones right there.
see, I'm
Okay.
like this. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, I am concerned about where we are at this point with this. This is interesting to me. Las Vegas father of 5 who is waiting out the COVID vaccine dies from the virus. He said it's not worth hesitating for, because he hesitated, and his last words were, "I guess I should have got it."
Well, I read somewhere, or I heard somewhere today, that a father a mother and two kids. They all, how did they all jumped off a bridge as a suicide pact. And I'm not sure if it was because of COVID or something else, but I was like, I just heard it, and then when I went to go back and listen to it again, I couldn't find it.
Huh. So it's just a couple of weeks ago, life was great for Jessica Duprez. She was on vacation with her fiance and their 5 kids. They were happy, healthy, and enjoying life. Now they're in tears. Duprez's 39-year-old fiance, Michael Freedy, is dead. He is only 39. Our babies will not have a dad, Duprez says. While on vacation, Freedy forgot to put on sunscreen. His sunburn was so bad he went to the emergency room. That's where he got COVID-19. That's where he got COVID-19 test that came back positive. Duprez said doctors told him to go home and hydrate and isolate. Monday night, early Tuesday morning, I would say 3 to 4 o'clock, he woke up panicking like, I can't breathe, Duprez recalled. I know that something's wrong. He's like, I can't breathe. I tried to stand up and fell over. And Duprez rushed her fiance to the hospital where he was diagnosed with pneumonia in both lungs and transferred to another hospital for treatment. Just kept telling him, you're going to get through this and you've got to come home. My buddy Bowski's sister, her husband died a year ago. He was a tough guy, and neither of them got vaccinated. And he felt really sick, and he went out to the car to go to the hospital and died before he got the car out of the driveway. So these things
That's awful.
Huh?
I said, that's awful.
It is, because she has only been married to him for, they're I think if he was 50, that would be saying that was...
It's sad. I went over a friend's house this afternoon or yesterday, and I was actually Saturday at work and in Window 1, and of course where I work, the hospital's near there, and like 2 ambulance went by and 2 of the rescue went by, and I was like, what's going on? A guy came in later on and goes, do you know what's going on? And I said, no. I talked to my friend, and he said he just had gotten married, and he was, I guess because one of his persons for the reception had drank a little bit too much, he followed him home on a motorcycle, and that night he smashed into a telephone pole going 65 miles an hour. And I was like, wow, just to think, we don't know, like he didn't say, whether it was like he slipped on dirt or if it's just because it was too dark or what. But it was amazing. I mean, like, I was just thinking, it was like, you get married or you do, one of those things, and it's like you never know how long your life is going to be. I mean, you can go home tonight and not wake up, and it's amazing. And I'm like, wow, it's, he got married, and several hours later he was dead. That is not a way to live. Not a way to. Not a way to
he
get.
He apparently didn't.
Huh?
He apparently didn't.
Yeah,
Well, this is the other part of that article. I knew there was another part of that article I read. I should have gotten the damn vaccine. Las Vegas father of 5 who died.
They have the
COVID
treats.
text from his hospital bed.
What do you want?
Wow.
You want him?
He wants something to eat.
Well, they have it. Look, over there. I don't have them anymore. Trish has the treats. Look, they have the treats.
All right. U.S. passes. This is just insane, but U.S. passes 35 million COVID cases as California tops 4 million cases just for California. 4 million cases. That's just insane. This is just, it's never going to end. It just keeps going. And just when we think we're through it, I mean, we are through it, but now we may not be, because who knows what this variant's going to be. These, it's just insanity.
I'm so sick of the COVID, but we kind of still have to deal with it because everything that's going on. You know, our numbers were going down, now they're going back up, and
Well, Florida and Texas accounted for 1/3 of all new coronavirus cases last week. 2 states are a third.
wow.
Did
That-
you send
that's just
Alyssa
unreal.
Yes.
an invite?
Yeah.
She said nothing. She got nothing.
Poor puppy.
I don't know. Maybe
Just
try it through. I don't know
amazes-
if you have Twitter or something. You can try it through Twitter.
Try it
Why am
again.
I saying that? Because she can't hear me.
Yeah, I was wondering why you were saying that, because if she could hear you, you wouldn't have to say anything. Got to say it a little louder because she can't hear us.
Yeah.
Just invite her into the studio. What the heck? We'll set up another chair.
There you
Sure.
go.
Yeah, I know.
See, Buddy even
They'll be
agrees.
taking up your space next.
You don't want to be. You don't want to be moved out, do you?
Oh, Alyssa would love you.
New York City will require vaccines for entry into restaurants and
She has
gyms now. So now they're going to have to break the what do you call it, the HIPAA. But I mean, how else are you going to stop it? Because people aren't honest.
Did you send it again? Okay.
New York City will require proof of
don't have 'em,
vaccination
buddy.
to enter all
I don't have them.
restaurants,
She has 'em.
fitness
Look,
centers, indoor entertainment venues.
She has them.
If you're
Alright, you
unvaccinated, unfortunately, you will be unable to participate in many things. If you want to participate in our society fully, get vaccinated. Especially in New York, where there's so many
no,
people.
You don't want these.
I mean, they really got to do this. They got to find a way to slow it down again because, man, this
what you
should
want.
not even be this difficult. Other countries are even going to
down
stop
there. No, you
allowing
just
us to
knocked my phone down,
visit their country. Their country. So
There's another one down there.
I don't know, and the people that are traveling, I wouldn't want to travel as long as this is going
Now
on.
all those little ones are.
He likes
I was going to say all those little ones that he wants
Now
now
they're down in the bottom.
are down in the bottom. Thank you.
So anyway,
No, you don't want those. You want the little stinking ones that are down in the bottom. See? Well, here.
He's
Right
like,
there.
I could want the bacon.
yeah, this one's
No,
empty.
he ate all that bacon. Now he had to, when he went upstairs and
All right, then we
you
got.
send her a message saying you send. Okay.
That's all the COVID stuff I'll be doing today. So we're all COVIDed
No,
out.
we only got like an hour left.
Well, I got a lot of stuff.
45
yet.
minutes.
Well, I'm just saying, no, we got an hour left. We started late. His
We have to
assistance
separate
is
them
right
next
on
week.
top of everything.
Hey, this was your idea to begin with.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
it was
here.
his.
No,
he wanted to
excuse
see what
me.
was going on.
I asked if I could sit in this seat for 1 week. Now, I asked if I here.
Okay.
He doesn't want
Hey,
them
I
from me.
like that one.
Trish, he doesn't want them from me.
I like that.
Trish,
What?
he doesn't want them from me. He's not taking them from me.
What's the matter, puppy?
Because he wants all the small ones on the bottom.
Okay. There's an ammunition shortage now. What do you think the reason is?
Like toilet paper, everybody's getting it. To
Not
stock
everybody.
Up.
Not everybody. There's one section of people that are buying all the ammunition.
Military.
Nope.
No, I know it's not the military.
Guess who it is? Go ahead.
The people
Chinese.
who don't hunt.
What?
The people who don't hunt.
No.
The Chinese.
They may be some Chinese. There may be some, but probably not the majority of them. Do you have any guesses?
People that are crazy like me that just wants to buy a gun and go bang to people that piss them off.
You can sit anywhere you want
Okay, thank you very much.
until I put my AR-15 in here. Then you can sit wherever I want you to sit.
Okay, there you go. Was I right or no?
No.
No, okay. Dang. Okay, but
All
that's
right.
my
Any other guesses?
Donald Trump.
No. He's got people for that. Any other guesses?
So why
People-
is this being bought up? Well,
people
probably
maybe wanna
because
kill the
people
president
want
of
to
the United States.
resell it and make a lot of money.
No. What?
People who want to kill the president of the United States. Okay.
Well,
Sorry.
but that
I shouldn't
could
say
be,
that
but
because then they're gonna, But
my name is Mike, but I'm not the one that said it.
okay. My name is now officially George. George.
George said it. So just stop in and
See,
I'll
this
give
is
you
why
the
I'm glad
information.
we don't have the same name.
She still says nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Okay, any other guesses?
No.
Hunting season coming up. I don't know.
Yeah, it's not that easy. Okay, we done?
Uh-huh.
Okay. They are because
Dun, ba-da-dum.
grandmothers are buying guns in
Oh, sorry,
U.S.
puppy.
dealers see ammunition shortage. So that is the reason
I guess I better get on the ball then, huh?
that you got to get quick. Gun owners are saying bullets are selling
What are you
out as
waiting on?
pandemic
Christmas.
fuels public fears around safety and crime. So that is where
We
all
have
the
to
ammunition's
protect our
going.
grandchildren.
I'm not a grand person, so.
Oh, puppy.
All right, let's see here, and then we got.
Don't worry, puppy. I'll be
Did I
back
do
in my
that one?
seat next
Is that what I
week.
said?
No,
Did
she
I do
won't.
that?
Maybe.
I'll be
Yes, I will.
there.
No, you
Maybe.
won't.
Maybe. You realize you just said, where he wants me is what he's going to put me.
Yeah, but you just said before that you were only going to be in that chair for 1 week.
Okay, but he just said it's his show. He puts me where he wants to put me. That's correct.
Exactly. He wants me back over there.
I don't know about that yet.
He's like,
I-
I'm staying out.
I just found. Well, the reason that I didn't say anything. A friend of mine is in town from Ohio. He didn't tell me he was in town from Ohio, but Facebook tells everything about
Yes.
what you're doing. And I saw a post about him being in Enola, and I said, "Wait a minute! If you're in Enola, why do I not know this?" And he just was telling me that his daughter got thrown from a horse on Sunday
Oh.
and needs someone home with her. His wife is there with her parents, and that's why he hasn't contacted me, but he's here till the 16th.
Cool.
Anyway, so grandmas are buying these bullets.
Grandma power.
It says
Get
here,
on it.
ammunition has fallen in short supply because they are buying the stuff. And we have a number of firearms instructors cancel their registration to the courses because they can't get ammo. So, anyway, I found that interesting that grandmas are buying guns.
Well, we have to protect our grandchildren.
No, I know why. So you don't get run over by a reindeer.
I thought it was because they're trying to get their chair back.
This is the third person that has said through Facebook that she is not able to get on. I don't know why.
I don't know.
I don't know why. I told her to go to
The trash talking,
trash
page.
talking radio and the group and do the invite and now she's coming back with another answer, but I don't know. My sister-in-law last week went through Twitter. She doesn't have Twitter, but Connie couldn't get on. I don't know if it's her settings on. I don't know if she's using her phone or what. Maybe it's her settings on her phone. So I don't know.
Well, we could. They could come to me, and I could add them to my.
Well, that's what I said. Go.
Thing.
Maybe okay.
That's the easiest way.
Yeah.
And then they'll get.
Send and
Just send them a link to my page because there's a couple Mike Trashes. Only one is real.
Get the Oscar one. You'll know it's real.
Anyway,
well, tell her what he just said, and he'll.
I'll just
he'll
do it
accept
this way. It's easy.
I don't know if that's why they're not having. I mean, because
okay. Who looks at TikTok?
I do
I do.
once in
I
a
do.
while.
Yeah.
Wait, can I call Lifeline if I don't? No.
You can't call a friend.
It's only a question. It's not a. It's not a
I do
Okay,
sometimes.
I do, and
I
I
do
know people who
sometimes.
do.
Yes.
Pepsi has its first of a kind dance experience at Hershey Park, and they're allowing you to make a TikTok video.
Wait, where's this?
Hershey
Park. It's a little town up there.
About 15,
You know
20
Hershey
minutes from
Park.
here.
You know
You
that.
know
You
who
know,
we're gonna have to get after that.
You have to
Kylie.
go to the Hershey
darn
Park,
right.
though. You have to actually go into the park. Anyway, they have a.
Hi, Tamara.
It's sponsored by Pepsi. Many people are using social media apps like Instagram to TikTok to try to become the next star. The dream can be a reality. You can head to Broadway or Hollywood to become the next sensation, but you also might be able to stay right here at home in Pennsylvania. Hershey Park and Pepsi are teaming up to bring you the Pop Star experience. Pepsi Pop Star opened Friday inside Hershey Park. So you can go there and you can actually make your own video. You know, it's kind of fun because I remember in 2001, I think it is, when Pam and I went to Florida. They had something like this on, I think it's, what's it called? It's the island, whatever island it is. But they had a place where I could make a video. I have the video somewhere around there, but it's really funny. But I had to supply my own soundtrack, and I had the CD with me, and I did one of my songs. And they put stuff in the background and all that. That's what they're doing here. They're only 21 years late, but kind of cool that they're going to do this. The attraction is an immersive entertainment experience that lets you steal the show. You can record yourself doing a dance performance to several top songs. Some of the choices are Kane Brown, Imagine Dragons, and Kanye. All you have to do is book a spot in one of the private dance pods at the park and take part in the competition. Each guest is ranked on the scoreboard, and you get to take home your 15-second music video. The one I did was a 3-minute video, and it was one of our songs on the CD, and it was cool because you could do whatever you wanted while it was going on, and they captured it, and I got it on.
I don't think we'd be able to get a little girl out of there.
Probably not.
The sad part is that they gave me a hard time because it wasn't licensed material, but I
But it was your own stuff.
I know, but I had to sign a release that said it was my stuff, so that they wouldn't get in trouble.
I went to down in Florida. And this is probably 20 years ago, and yes, I have a bad voice. I did God Bless the USA, and got a video of that, and God knows I don't know where it is. And
I wish I could tell you, but I knew where it was.
It stunk. I mean, I hear it now, and it's like, holy cow. I mean, I was off key, everything. I mean, yes, I will admit it was the most.
Mine was great.
I was not. I mean, I'm sorry. You probably have a voice, and I don't.
It didn't matter because I wasn't singing it. I mouthed it because it was already recorded.
Well, that's
You
what I'm
Millie
saying.
Vanilli.
It was
Millie.
You know, so.
Yeah, because you're definitely not vanilla.
Well, Ken will be vanilla. All right, but anyway, it's good to know that you can actually make your TikTok video. So, let's see. You guys work fast food, some of you.
Yes.
Burger King in Michigan, employee pointed gun at drive-through customers. That's probably a no-no. It's probably in the employee handbook that you can't.
Oh, come on. I
hold your
can't stick up
customers.
jeez.
I believe that would be probably something that you don't want to do. But anyway.
I'll tell you, there's a couple customers I probably would like to stick up.
Here is, so what happened was a former Burger King employee in Michigan has a court date scheduled next Thursday after being charged last week in connection with a weapons incident. Dustin Ruchelli, I don't know, 24, allegedly pointed a handgun at a drive-through for customers while working the drive-through window of the restaurant in Livonia, about 20 miles west of Detroit. The incident stemmed over a dispute of how customers would pay for the food. Oh, man.
And by the way, when you're done, she supposedly did add you.
Oh, okay.
So
I can. Let's
yeah,
see.
when you're done.
We'll just do it right now.
Maybe she hopefully got the right one.
I don't see anything.
You don't see anything?
I don't see anything. But then again, I never figured out how to do it. Oh, is that her?
Alyssa, yes, that is her.
Hi,
All right, she's
Sissy.
on.
There she is. So
All
hopefully she's on now.
Now just give her the link for the chat room,
I
and you'll be
did.
good.
Yep.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, you'd be pointing a gun at your customers. I think that would be bad for public relations and a few other things. So he faces eight count felony charge in connection with the April 28th incident. So yeah, not a good idea.
Did you see that new Burger King they're putting up over by your mom's?
Apparently not.
Well, you know where that Rutter's is down from your mom's that I always stop at, right?
My mom's in E-Town.
Yes, I know, but where she used to live.
Oh, okay.
So you have to give that a little extra. She's starting to talk like me now because she's been around me too long. It's like she starts with a certain, the halfway circle, and then gets finally the 3/4 of the circle, and you finally figure out what she's talking about. Like me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, she's starting to
What are
get
you
used
talking
to. She's starting to talk like me now, Michael.
Hey,
No,
it's
wait. I
this.
think Trish Logic's starting to rub off on him. Hey!
So
Don't touch that.
Anyway,
But no, they're at that Rutter's right across the street. They are putting in a new Burger King. They're looking for help. And it's really cool because this morning when I went to work, I looked over and I got to see, how they have their Burger King sign? It's still in the crate. And I've never seen one in a crate before, and it looked really cool.
Are you trying to hint at something? That I should get a job? Is that
No.
what you're trying to hint at?
No, but these two work in food, and
she's probably trying to get
And
me
that's
to,
the other side of the river.
I'm not working for Burger King again.
why not? You walk into one with a McDonald's uniform on.
And it was covered. The M was covered.
Well, it's like walking into a green screen wearing a green shirt.
Hello, Alyssa. How are you? Welcome to Trash Talking Radio.
Hi,
She
Sissy.
is on.
She's there.
You don't have to yell at her though. Jeez, the
All
girl's
right.
just.
I'm sorry.
He's sorry. You're gonna make her sorry she
I
was
know.
there.
She's going to sorry when
Nah.
she joined, right? There you go.
All right. So, okay. All right, I don't want to talk about that stuff. I'll talk about crimes. Let's talk about crimes.
I didn't do it.
Hey, you're the first one to admit
All
it.
right. Ashley, what did she do? She did. Oh, really? Huh,
Yeah.
Really?
She just won't tell you.
New York City laundromat shooting happened yesterday. 10 injured after 2 men opened fire.
I told you not
They
to
flee
go
on
to
mopeds?
New York.
That's scary. I mean, in New York, there's so many people, and there's just.
I
to
thought
think
I
it-
got away with that.
Nope.
well,
See, they must have sprint drives all over the place.
I saw you don't have yours in yours anymore.
No, it's down
It's
there.
in there, but it's not.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
well, you don't have anybody driving your car that you can't trust?
He drove my car.
Oh, you trust him?
Although, wait a minute, yeah, the other
She
day
better
when I
trust
drove
me.
it,
I'd
that's-
let her
that's when
drive my
that's
car.
when I saw it.
I mean,
Yeah.
And then she goes, she got spoiled because she drove my car, and with the radio that is not in her car, she likes it.
It's serious. What
Guess
can
you
I say?
Gotta get her a new car then.
They did a software update, and I don't have
You put up
Sirius
the money,
anymore.
you get her the car.
It's-
Okay.
I have to play
I'm
it through my
not.
phone.
Okay.
Stupid.
I don't got that kind of money.
All right. Anyway, so yeah, the 2 masked and hooded men. So apparently you're off the hook.
Oh,
Walked
sweet.
up to a crowd
Yes.
near a laundromat and barbershop in
Well,
New
how
York
do
City,
you know that?
and opened fire.
You were in a disguise.
wounding 10 men, including 3
They
known
said men.
gang members.
With men.
So, why is it that
No.
Carlton?
Last time I checked.
Why
It was a
does
man.
Carlton have to send me messages during the show?
Because he knows that you're on.
he apparently doesn't know because
He does.
He wouldn't be doing that.
Because, like a lot of people, when they see you post something a minute ago, oh, he's on, I'll send him this real quick.
Well, that's because they don't realize I'm doing a show.
What are
Anyway.
they sending it to your phone?
No, just in the messenger.
Oh,
So it says the shooting
okay.
unfolded in Queens neighborhood of Corona. Wonder if it's near the coronavirus. Just
Is
before
it
11
my
p.m.
corona?
I was thinking the same thing.
Police said 40 kids, and that's just really weird. Apparently they must have been after the other gang members, and they just happened to take out some civilians.
well, you tell my little sweetheart good night.
Good night. Who's your sweetheart?
She's got to take care of her daughter and make her go to bed. So
Who's Alyssa?
yeah. She has a
After
daughter.
I approved you, you're going to leave already. You're not even in the show 5 minutes, and you're going to take off. That really tells me a lot. That hurts my ego a lot. You shouldn't have even told me. You should have just left and not even said. Because
you
now
go.
I feel hurt
She'll
because
come back and listen to the playback. I know she will.
I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. I'm going to unfriend you. How about that?
Oh, gee.
She said, "I'm sorry, I'll be back on." But you got like 45
It's all right,
minutes.
Alyssa. Don't
You got
worry.
45 minutes. She got 45 minutes. Oh, that's not nice. He's
What?
only joking.
No,
Come
she
on.
meant,
What?
probably
What?
meant
She
him,
meant
not
me.
him.
She meant me. Okay.
See,
She means me.
Yeah.
Alyssa,
She
both
has-
of
she
them
has
are
not
named
known you,
Michael.
so yeah. Okay.
So you have to
because-
clarify
Yeah.
which one.
Yeah. First of all, you have to
It's
clarify which one,
Him.
and second of all,
Him.
it's all in fun, right?
No, it's not. It's not fun.
Yes, it is. It's all
It's
in
not
fun.
fun.
Come on.
It's not fun when someone gets hurt, and it
Oh.
sounds like I sounds like you hurt her feelings by what you said about.
Oh, okay. Okay.
No, that's his
Mm-hmm.
sister.
Oh. Well, in that case,
Oh, wait a minute, though. Wait a minute. You all joking, just Mike. Mike, which one? They're both Mikes. It's me and this Mike sitting to the left of me. Well, on the screen, it's probably to the right.
would be the
I could-
right.
No, I can't.
I don't
I was going to say, I know of another way to
She may be.
differentiate it, but it
She
wouldn't
may
work.
have said she's joking, just
I'll
Mike.
tell you what. Alyssa, to make it up to you, we're going to stop the show right now and wait till you come back.
Yeah, wrong. I don't see you doing that.
The grouchy
Oh,
one.
the grouchy one. So which one is the
That's
grouchy
you,
one?
dear.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
We're
okay.
waiting. Hurry up. Hurry up. Go.
Okay. Put your daughter to bed, and we'll stop right now. Okay.
What? Oh, that's right. I threw it back at him.
Exactly.
You back yet?
Yes.
All right.
See, I speak Alyssa's
Oh, wait,
language.
how
I
did I
know.
get down to that? Huh. I thought
Yeah,
it was
I
up here.
didn't. I didn't think she would say that because she's never met you or something. So, and she always does that to me. You don't have to give.
you don't have to give me
me
5
We'll
minutes.
wait. We'll wait 5 minutes. We'll wait 5 minutes
Okay.
for
Well,
you.
mate,
We'll just sit here and talk amongst ourselves.
all right.
Oh wait, that's what we've been doing.
That's what we've been doing.
It's the same as having a show. All right. That's,
Well, I'll tell you what. We can actually do what I like to do, because I know it's not today.
not
On
gonna do it.
Saturday,
Oh, no,
Yes,
no, no,
on
no,
Saturday,
no, 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 no.
someone has a birthday.
I don't want to
No.
know.
And
No.
yeah, somebody has a birthday.
No.
And we actually got her daughter last week.
Exactly.
And
You
You
this
got her
weekend-
daughter? Holy cow!
Yeah,
what
we-
are you?
we-
You're,
we, you
you're
know-
kinky.
That's right. We're a little kinky.
Jeez.
It was
So
2 weeks
we,
ago.
we have to.
Whoa.
We have to do this,
Which
even
daughter?
though we're going to spoil her on Saturday.
Her daughter?
Yeah, no, we're going to spoil Trish on Saturday.
Damn, I thought I had made
Yes,
it
that's
through.
correct. Oh, it's Sissy's birthday on Saturday. That's correct, Alyssa. And
Hey, don't
if I remember correct,
don't talk.
I'm
She's gonna go
53.
to. She's gonna go lick.
Well,
kid.
that's right. She don't.
Now, go
But
get your
I
kid
believe.
in bed.
I believe.
or whatever.
Since I'm 53, I believe she turns 51.
Yes.
No.
I know,
No.
52.
52.
52.
Shut up.
All right, I thought so. I can.
She's
She's
20
1
years
year
older than
behind
me.
me. She's 52. We are actually going to go to Saturday. We're going around 12 or 1 o'clock to Would you like to say it or no?
Shady Maple.
Shady Maple, that's correct. We're going to go to Shady
That
Maple.
sounds like a place where guys are
Where I've always wanted to
That's
go,
where
and
she
you
always
wouldn't go
wanted to
with
go.
me.
guys are
So-
gambling and stuff and doing illegal stuff
We are
there.
going
It's a
to probably
shady
go to
place.
Shady. We are going
I've
to
always
Shady
wanted
Maple
to go, and you
that
never
day.
go with
I
me.
don't do.
Anybody,
know.
like I said, you are welcome if you'd like to come.
What? What?
But I think she just said, "Oh
What'd you
shit,
say?
I'm out." But anyway,
What'd
But-
you say?
she said, "Oh shit, I'm out."
No. What did you say?
Oh, anybody's invited. You want to come?
That's what
I'm not paying for it. I'm not paying for it. I said anybody's invited. What the heck? Okay, anybody's invited. That's right. But, anyway, we are going to, I'm going to sing happy birthday.
I'm gonna hide.
That's right. So I don't know if anybody wants to join me
I'll hold her
while,
right here.
while we got this 5 minutes here. So I'll start anyway.
It says
happy
no, guess what?
birthday
Hold on,
to
what's this?
you. Oh,
Well, guess what? She said, Alyssa, no, guess what?
I think she just went off, right?
No, she said, no, guess what?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Oh, guess what? Okay, what?
Lean
No,
back.
guess what? Okay.
Lean back.
Lean back. Okay.
If he leans back too far,
She's trying to read your
Are
shirt.
you trying
Yeah.
to read Are you trying to read the shirt? Because I had a green shirt on, and green does not work with a green background. So I used one of the famous, I think,
trash can shirts.
Yeah.
Okay, Trash and Mike should Trish should and Mike should understand. Okay.
What? I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm
What?
confused now. Yeah.
It says I joined the trash
No,
clan.
no. The song I played when I meet you.
Meet up with you guys. Oh,
Oh, okay.
Lean back.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Go put your kid in bed so you can come back.
Okay, yeah,
with
go
the
put
show.
your kid in bed
No,
so
we're too
you come
interesting
back.
that she doesn't
And we'll
wanna leave.
meanwhile we'll sing
okay.
happy birthday.
Stay
No,
here
we
then.
won't.
Yes,
Yes,
we
we
will.
will.
Well, you
No, we
no, you
won't.
won't sing happy birthday, but yes, we are singing happy
Give me the
birthday.
bottle.
I need
At
a
least
drink.
I'm going to sing happy birthday. If anybody wants to join, that's fine. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Didn't we sing this last week?
Happy birthday, dear Trish. Happy birthday to you.
Thank
Zoo.
you.
Okay.
If you'd have done one other word, I'd have probably thrown this water bottle
What,
at you.
pickle?
No.
Oh.
What did Pap
Fire
always
truck?
do at the end?
Cha cha cha.
Cha cha cha.
How would I know that?
I was just gonna say, I know cha cha cha, but I wouldn't have known that person, whoever that is.
Well, he did say
go
cha-cha-cha. I didn't
so-
say
I
it.
did too.
I know.
Yeah, but she looked at me for it first.
Okay, so
And I actually almost did it.
All right. No, the song I play.
Yeah,
when-
which is lean
Oh.
back.
which is lean
All right.
back.
All right.
Okay, so
Okay.
go put your kid in bed. My niece, girlfriend, daughter, whatever you want to say.
Girlfriend.
Yeah, well, no,
Little
it's
girlfriend.
she. It's
Oh,
my
little
yeah.
girlfriend. Gotcha.
5 police officers charged with rough arrest of a scooter operator. Of course, it's
Pop
Miami.
was at it again.
Oh, she's in bed.
Who's in bed?
So I'm
The
assuming,
daughter.
right, the
I
daughter's in
thought
bed.
she was
so
in
I'm
bed. I
assuming
thought,
now
that's
you're
kinda
listening
kinky.
till the rest of the show.
Are you watching from your bed?
No, you can't join her. Her husband would get upset.
Well,
I know. I may get jealous.
why wouldn't you join
Really?
me with them?
Oh, oh,
See what I have to deal with each week?
Oh, come on. We're not that bad.
What in the world? Elijah Daniels said, "Being gay isn't a choice. I was straight until 2005 when I was forced into homosexuality by Chris Evans wearing just a towel in the Fantastic Four."
What are you looking at?
Right here.
I'm not. Oh, I'm not looking at. I'm looking at.
Oh, he's on
I
Twitter.
kind of figured that.
This
Alyssa. I
is
kinda figured
40 texts that took an unexpected turn. My boyfriend's family is so against us dating. Okay.
Oh, boy.
Who are they to stop you? His wife and kids.
that. By the way, I wanted to
That's good.
say on air the two over there officially got my friend back, even though they didn't get me back, okay, by playing a joke on my friend, okay. Yes, Daryl was in the car with me, and they played a nice joke on me, and I knew it was a joke because in the chat room when they were doing, they had both of themselves in the room.
I didn't start that
okay,
shooting.
and yes, it was like they were showing. Somebody texts me and goes, "There was a hot blonde that came to the house looking for you."
A young
I'm like,
blonde. Get
okay,
it right.
excuse me?
Wait, maybe I should.
It was a young blonde.
Maybe I
Oh,
should.
excuse me, a hot young blonde. And I was like, there's no way I know a young blonde. And then finally it came out to where we knew this young blonde's name. Okay?
It was Shelby.
It was Shelby. And I said and all along, I'm telling Daryl, she is joking with me. She's pulling my leg. He goes, I don't think she's joking, Michael. I said, she's joking with me. Okay? And I said, and I turned around and I said, the only blonde at this point that I know is her daughter. Okay? And her name is not Shelby.
Depends on who
Okay?
you
I don't
ask.
know a Shelby.
Right.
Never knew a Shelby in a whole 52 years of my life. Well, it turns out that we finally came to the house. And we got to the house, and Daryl, by the way, made a awesome dinner. And
I was on
you
the
know,
phone.
he wish he shouldn't have for those two because he played a trick on them. But anyway, he turned around and we were talking, and for the joke or the obsession that I made last Thursday, I bought the young lady flowers to make
Purple.
up for that.
Purple roses.
Purple roses, which is her favorite. So I
Those are
gave her
lovely.
that. She gave me a nice big hug. She started crying. And I said to her, I don't know no Shelby. I don't know no Shelby. Well, in the meantime, she had called her daughter. Okay.
Are you getting all
And
this?
she was talking to her daughter. Now, they're making this so good, okay, that I went outside while Daryl was cooking and asked Daryl what's going on, how's it going. She turned around and said to me, her daughter wants to talk to me. And I said, okay, what would you like? She turns around, hi, I'm Shelby.
I'm still on the I don't know no one.
I don't
Named
know
Shelby.
anybody, well, nobody named
Don't
Shelby.
know no one
Named
named
Shelby.
Shelby. So don't know.
Yeah, I
no
know. I
one.
talk.
That would mean that you do know people named Shelby because don't know is a double negative.
Okay.
So you do actually know someone named
Okay,
Shelby by
all
saying that. So you were
He
being
does
honest.
now, at least.
Oh, look. We
I had
got
to
blah,
remember
blah, boring,
this
yawn.
This
Okay.
went a lot longer than I thought, so I had to keep reminding myself what I wanted to say
Yeah, okay.
for the end.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the scooter. Prosecutors on Monday filed charges against 5 Miami police officers for allegedly using excessive force in arrests made in the hotel lobby. The 5 enforcement officers are charged with misdemeanor battery.
Misdemeanor?
Misdemeanor. That's me. Yeah. You heard what I said.
Say that real quick.
All
And
5
fast 5
officers surrendered late Monday morning. So what they did was, this is a video of it. They attacked. It says graphic footage. That's the best kind. You gonna let me have this? Oh, there we go. This is the actual video. They held this guy down there.
Disturbing surveillance images showing the arrest of 2 men in the lobby of the Royal Palm Hotel on South Beach. You see officers kicking one man who was
I mean, how stupid are they?
Mr. Crudup allegedly ran from police into the hotel after police say he slammed an officer with his scooter. Mr. Crudup is kicked, head slammed, and you can even see blood on the ground. Now, 28-year-old Khalid Vaughn, he was in the lobby of the hotel recording what was happening. As he's recording the officers, Mr. Vaughn gets tackled to the ground.
Jeez.
He's on the receiving
These
end of a
guys.
series of punches by officers. The state attorney and the Miami Beach police chief spoke out today.
See, now, in this day and age, you just know there's cameras everywhere. You just know that you can't just pound on people when you're arresting them. If you're going to pound on people, make sure there's no cameras.
Yeah.
Well,
And, the one guy that got tackled for videoing.
now wait a minute though, because the part that he left out of his story was that I even said from a spy cam. Meet the spy cam.
Excuse me. All right.
Anyway, so these 5 police officers, I mean, that should have never, ever happened. I mean, you arrest somebody, but you don't kick them and punch them while they're down. That's just stupid.
Well, that's a way to get on the news.
I don't think those police officers want to be on the news because, they're kind of getting in trouble. So, yeah, just kind of silly things like that. Did I do
You're
this
lucky she's in front of the camera,
I
Alyssa.
hope I did this already. I may not have. I did do it already. Okay. All right. Where are we at here? We got, okay, good.
I
Okay.
think somehow we froze.
Are we?
No, I'm
We're
moving
still-
over here.
I'm
Oh,
moving.
now we're
Okay.
moving. Okay, now we're moving. Okay. But it looked like we froze, I think, because he stopped the video.
Who stopped the
Probably.
video? I stopped the video a long time ago.
I know, and
Why
because
is you
we
watching
stopped.
on that? Oh, you must be far behind. Unless
Well,
I'm-
wait, it's a lag. It's a little bit lag.
but nobody's moving.
That's what I'm saying. And there was nobody moving, and you
That one,
stopped the
people are
video.
moving.
So
What are we-
I was trying to get down here and I hit the speaker button.
my
Anyway.
speaker's off from my computer because I stopped that.
All right. Next. I'll
Oh,
do
evidently Trish has news to say.
No, I'm not even sure what she means. I'm trying to figure it out.
I don't know. You two are, texting back and forth.
Well, I was also sending something to her and I didn't have to text it.
Oh, okay.
Could your microphone be any further away from you?
No, because I always lean up to
Okay,
it.
you're okay. All right. Just checking.
Yeah, see, I do know how to use it.
I don't know about that. I'm not going to go crazy and say that. Okay, here we go. Autopilot brings car to a stop after drunk driver becomes unconscious at the wheel. Here's a picture of the guy slumped over, and his autopilot brought him safely to a standstill. I just, in this day and age, if you're drunk driving, you deserve what you get. I don't care if you're driving in a Tesla or driving in a Prius. If you get caught, you deserve to get busted.
Yeah, but 9 out of 10 times the person who's drunk survives because they're so full of alcohol, and when they hit somebody, they're not.
That's
and
why I'm saying anybody that gets caught drunk driving gets what they get. I just am so infuriated by this kind of stuff. Because in this, I have an article somewhere where I talked about that. I wonder if it's in this.
She's saying
Where
read
did
your
I
message.
find that? I guess I don't. I thought I had.
Go in, come on already.
That's weird. Okay. Anyway, a Tesla driver in Norway decided to get behind the wheel of his Model S while being intoxicated and visibly fell asleep during the drive. Now, he's lucky that the autopilot was activated, and the driver assist managed to bring the electric car to a stop. And
Meaning
they got
even
proof of the guy bent over, not...
So did he actually kick the autopilot in? Or?
He must have turned it on when he got in the car. Because, it doesn't just turn on. You have to turn it on.
Right.
So he must have thought, well, I'll be okay if I, he didn't probably realize he was going to pass out, but he could have, I don't know how many people got in trouble for that in the past, but this guy definitely is going to get slammed. It says here, it said motorists passing on the Model S on the road realized the driver was unconscious and they followed the driver and filmed him during the road on the road with his head down for over a minute. And eventually the Model S came to a stop by itself, and the motorist attempt to wake up the driver who was seemingly unconscious. So here's the actual footage. So you see his head's down. I don't know what that means, but I guess that I'm going to translate. Hey, I think that person's driving drunk because he's asleep at the wheel. I guess it won't do any good to hear what he has to say since they're speaking Norwegian or whatever that is. I can't even read the.
That looks like German.
Whatever. It doesn't matter. He's lucky though, because I mean that's $130,000 car. Anything happens to that car, but the guy was idiot that got in it. And I think anybody that drives drunk nowadays.
How does the autopilot know when to stop the vehicle?
Well, okay. So when you put, there's full self-driving and then there's autopilot. I have autopilot. Full self-driving does everything, but when you drive with the autopilot, if you don't keep your hand on the wheel and keep tension on the wheel, it'll detect that. It'll say that nobody's driving. And you can be in the seat, but they want to make sure that you're holding onto the wheel
and you're paying attention.
So that's when we drove it, or we drove in to test the.
Yes.
You told me you had to have your at least one hand on that wheel at all times.
Right. You have 30 seconds to grab that wheel
because it would scream at him if it did.
It'll buzz you and beep you and tell you to take control of the vehicle. And if you're driving, and even if you're sober and you don't pay attention, it'll tell you don't get autopilot for the rest of the drive.
And you've had that happen.
I've had that happen where I had to pull over, turn the car off, and turn it back on so I could actually get autopilot again. But that makes me thankful for that, because here's a guy who was drunk, and if he was able to drive without any interaction, who knows? Something could have gone wrong. So he apparently, he better be thrown in jail or something, because it's one thing if you're drinking, but it's another thing if you're drinking while.
I'd just like to know. I've gone into clubs that I've joined, and people are there on a daily basis, and obviously they're consuming more than they should. I like to know, is it because they're so used to it that they're able to drive home, or is it just
luck?
Thank you.
Luck.
There's the other word I guess I was looking for, is luck. That they get home and stuff without banging into something or banging into someone. Yeah, because I've seen them. I sat there, and I'm not a big drinker. I may have one beer and then I'll drink the soda, and it's like I'm sitting there watching them, and they're not drinking just beer. They're drinking, heavy liquor and shots and all this other stuff, and I'm thinking, wow, how does this happen? How do you get home? And it's not just like one time on a weekend or Saturday or Friday and Saturday. It is like almost every night, because I played in a pool league, and they're there during the pool league too, just sitting at the bar and relaxing.
My cousin was a chronic alcoholic, and he killed himself eventually. And he had back in the late 70s, early 80s. Actually, he died in 81. He had at least 4 stops by police, if not 5, while he was drunk. And they were a lot lenient back then, a lot more lenient than they are now.
Yeah.
I'm glad that they're more aggressive now, because too many people get injured because of the alcoholics.
Yeah.
So I've not been one to drink. I tried to be an alcoholic after Pam died. It didn't work for me. I just didn't like alcohol.
I think that's one of the reasons why I'm not I can't drink either. I don't, I don't like it. I don't like it too much. Like I said, and there's usually only one or two particular beers that I'll drink too, and that's only one or two the most. The wine coolers are a little different, but I only do that when I'm home. I make sure I'm home when I do that.
So there's an update. I talked about where Tesla's going to open up their network to other manufacturers so they can charge on that. And I, after reading this article, I'm really pro it because I own stock in Tesla. They're going to make, any idea what they would make in charging only?
Let's see.
This is only a guesstimate, and it could be more than this, but this is a guesstimate.
2.5 million.
All right, you?
I'll go 1.5 million.
All right.
I'll go 3 million.
$25 billion per year
Wow.
in just charging fees.
Wow.
Talk about being a monopoly. That would be cool. Tesla has the biggest charging network out there. And if they open it up to everyone, they will be making money on charging. So,
That'll do it.
I mean, when I read that, I was like, okay, I'm ready. You can do that because that means my stock is just going to keep going up, up, up. And it went up about $125 today or yesterday over the last week. So,
I can't wait to see what mine does.
well, that's Tesla stock, not
I know,
Aptera
but
stock.
I still want to see what mine does.
But I'm really excited about that because that's a smart move because that means they can continue to build their network even bigger with that money and be the monopoly they should be.
What is the difference between yours and hers?
He's got a
Stock.
lot more than I do.
Oh, Aptera.
Yeah.
Well, that's a different company.
Oh, okay.
I have Aptera stock too.
Yeah.
I have,
She
like,
said that. I didn't know what the difference. If is it just a different company or just?
He has a
Well,
lot more than I do.
We own stock before it came out as stock. It didn't come out as stock yet.
Right.
When the IPO is out there, we're already going to be in there
Mm.
with our money,
Mm-hmm.
and we got it at $3.80 a share. With an EV company, I've seen them go to minimum of $50 a share quickly, and Tesla stock is at $7.50 a share, and has gone as high as $1,400 a share.
Right.
So that's what I want. I want $1,400 a share, and then I'm going to cash in, and I'm just going to live comfortably on my winnings. So, but
I
it
can't
could go
wait.
the other way, and we could lose it all.
We're not saying that.
It
That's
could
not
go.
happening.
Just to be honest, it could go either way, but I doubt that it'll go. I think somebody will buy them. I think they'll be bought out. So
Now, if someone does buy them out, is that a good thing or is that a bad thing?
we should make money if someone buys it
Okay.
out, because it's not a fire sale. It's not like they're buying it just to get the assets. They're buying it for the assets, but they're buying it for the technology. So I'm hoping that is the situation. If not, I wouldn't mind it being around anyway, because 1,000 miles to the charge.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to have one. I already ordered mine. I'm going to have one sitting there next to my Tesla. So
I just want to own the back wing, the one of the little wings.
you can own whatever you want off your own car.
Ah,
Alyssa just finally said goodnight, brother and sister.
Hey, you can't leave.
She has a little one.
I
she
didn't know
has
you
to
were
tend
back.
to.
We were holding the show
Yeah.
up for her.
Yeah, she was back. She has a little one that she has to attend to.
Well, stay. We're almost done. Jeez, girl. What's your hurry?
her little one. Her little one's teething.
Yeah.
Well, they can teeth later. 10 minutes. 10 minutes they can teeth. Oh. All right. I talked about this car last week, and the car is coming. $25,000 compact car.
Oh, cool.
Told you it was coming. Now, I was told 20 to 25, so I would say closer to 25 would be a fair number. So if you have a choice of buying a $30,000, or say you have a choice of buying a $20,000 Toyota or a $25,000 Tesla.
I'm sorry to interrupt. My sister-in-law just came on and has a comment saying, I don't see what is so special about a Tesla. Would you like to go and answer that question, Michael?
You might want to look at the next one too.
And oh yeah, but she's joking. That one, she's joking. Yeah.
Yeah, you tell him.
What,
buddy.
right.
Oh, we have both of those people.
Yes,
You
yes,
tell them.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. I know
Tesla
one.
has buddy mode in it, doesn't it?
Except
I can tell you something that is really interesting. People that are our age don't get it. They don't get it. They just don't get it. People her age and younger, you're 33, right?
32.
32. Her age and younger really do get it. And actually, her age to about 16, those people
I don't
really
have 'em,
get
buddy.
it. They really understand the power of the car. And the power of the car
Look, right
is
there.
that car does not emit any emissions at all. And if you want to live in an emission-filled
Buddy does not
country
want what's on the floor.
with pollution and all that stuff, that's fine. If you want to pay $3.35 cents a gallon for gas, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. I pay 6 cents a kilowatt hour, and I'll continue to pay 6 cents a kilowatt hour as long as I'm charging at home. And if I'm not charging at home, it'll cost me maybe
Yes,
$10.
Alyssa, that's her daughter sitting. One of her daughters sitting next to her.
It'll take me maybe $10 to fill my car up.
That
Yeah,
is her
and-
mini me, or
and-
her twin. We call her Double Trouble.
So, I mean, your kids won't have a planet if we don't go to electric because there will be so much pollution. And us with electric cars are going to save the planet. So there. And they're
And
not
eventually,
all,
we're all going to have these.
we're going to
at some
have to
point.
because it's a better car. There's no parts to you. If you try to get your plugs
Except
changed,
wires.
your air filter changed, your fluids changed, your oil changed, all that stuff. I don't have to do any of that in my Tesla. It's all there. You know, I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. And the motor, we got two motors that are, or I got two motors that are about this big, one in front, one in back, versus you have a transmission, you have a motor to worry about, you have exhaust to worry about, you've got all kinds of things to worry about. Pound for pound, I would rather buy a $25,000 Tesla than if you give me a $35,000 car. So that's
She has a joke at saying they are ugly, though.
no way. Mine is sexy. I
She's
got
laughing,
sexy.
though. She's laughing. She's laughing. Yes, she is laughing.
They're awesome cars
Yeah.
too. They're really seriously.
Mike
seriously,
Mike has a nice Tesla, and he took me for a drive, and I was very impressed.
it was very
because
fast and very.
It, yeah,
it threw
he
you
said,
against
"Hold
the
on."
seat.
Next thing I know, my head was hitting the seat, and we were, what was it, 3-point-something seconds?
2 point.
2-point-something seconds. We were at 60 miles an
And
hour.
all I said was, "Hold on."
Yeah.
And the new one I'm looking at
Yeah.
is going to be faster. So if I might get faster,
Yeah,
I might get the slower one too. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I mean,
I
it
keep
was
thinking that
very fast.
I'll
and,
figure it out. I got a little ways to go to think about that. But
Oh,
I'll-
my
I'll-
nephew wants one. Okay.
most kids, like I said, every kid that I talk to, whenever I'm pulling over, there are people that surround my car at times. I came back 2 weeks ago. I came back from the nursing home for my mother, and I stopped at Turkey Hill, and there was this. Well, these guys were probably in their 20s. I got out of the car and they started talking to me about the car, and I said, "Do you want to see it?" And they, "Oh yeah, yeah." And they just get really excited, and I opened up the back doors. And they were like, "Oh my gosh, this is great!" But it was
Well,
really.
you know, you have two young men that want to see that car again and pick
well,
your
yeah,
brains
but
more.
what I'm trying to say is that
Yeah.
they get it.
Yeah,
They
that age,
understand.
yes.
Hey,
They
Cat,
understand it. They're not closed-minded to the technology. And the other thing
I'm sure my nephew, if Mike brings down the Tesla, down, I'm sure he would be amazed of that. He would take him probably for a ride, and he would be amazed. Yeah.
it's
So-
really interesting because if you take a look at like GM, Ford, Toyota, all those companies that are coming out with their own electric cars, they're car companies. They build cars. They don't build electric cars very well. And a lot of the times it's because they're trying to take this chassis and take that gas motor out and put an electric motor in. And that's not how it works. Tesla is so successful because they build it from the ground up. There is no gas anything that fits in that car as it should be.
Okay,
and
but
whereas they're taking a Hummer and they're making it electric, so now they're trying to take all the parts that were in it before and make it electric. It's not going to have the same jazz.
How much is your Tesla?
You can't use mine as an example.
No. She is saying my nephew Jack has been in one, and I'm trying to say, like, how much is it? $150,000 car. So has he been in that $150,000 car?
But that's his car. There are ones that are less than that.
Right, but so has he been in that one with the more power, the automatic? I mean, that's what I'm saying. If you would get in this one, you're in trouble because he would go, "Oh, I want the $150,000 car."
But you could get, if you have not experienced a modern electric car yet, you could take the Model 3, which is their low end.
Oh.
And you could take that, and that'll do 0 to 60 in 3.5 seconds.
Now, that was one of the things that I found interesting when we did that boot camp and we went down and we saw all the different models. I thought that was really cool because I was listening to them, and they had a lot of Tesla owners there. And they were saying about, a lot of people say, "Oh, I can't afford this." Well, they're everyday people. And they were
a $35,000 car. Your average car out there today is at least $35,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you can buy a cheaper car, but if you're really buying a new car, what was your car new?
With the tax and tags and everything, about a little over $19,000.
What is it normally?
I think it was without the tax and tags, $16,000.
That's pretty cheap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was, and I'm looking at, by the time I probably get up to
Hyundai
speed.
Accent.
Okay,
Accent.
Hyundai has the new Ioniq 5 that's an all-electric. And that car really looks like it's going to be pretty good. Actually, I like the Ioniq. I almost bought it back before I bought my Tesla. I was looking at the Ioniq, the Prius,
the Bolt.
The Bolt. I looked at all these different cars, and the reason I ended up with the Tesla is it had everything I wanted, and I could afford it. I mean, that sounds braggadocious. I didn't mean it to be that way, but my
Alyssa's getting tired. Would you tell her she can go to bed?
You are excused.
Good night, Sissy.
Good night, Sissy. We have probably about 10 more minutes, but if you can't stay awake, you go to bed.
But I mean, the bottom line is that the cars are well built, and even the Hyundai has electric, and all those lower. When I say lower end, I don't mean low end cars, because your car is obviously not the top end, but it's a good car, and. But the quality in these cars is that they don't break down. They have very few parts, and they're basically a computer on wheels.
My sister-in-law has said Hyundai's always been cheap.
Yeah, that's because they're Korean, and you can get labor for free because they're putting people in camps to do that labor. So,
but it's one of those
it's like
things
buying
where
from China.
You look at Honda and Hyundai have always
Honda's Japanese.
Right. Hyundai lasts a long time. I mean, they're decent cars. I mean, I'm guaranteed 100,000 miles with that car.
But
the
difference between buying an American car and a Korean car, or especially a Korean car, is that they're slave labor that's using that. Same with China. You're slave labor. You have people in the U.S. make so much money because of the economy. You can't. That's why certain car companies, bring in imports to, like Toyota is a Japanese company. It's going to be a lot cheaper to sell their Japanese car because their labor rates are a lot less.
Alyssa said it's nice meeting you and her daughter.
Thank you for
And-
coming to the show.
and,
I love you too.
you know.
Oh, that's not me. Okay, sorry.
So
I'm glad you came into the show. I hope you had fun. But yeah, I mean, when you're talking about America, this is an American car
yeah,
made in America, and it's $25,000.
yeah,
That's because they are making a mold where they can stamp out the whole car in one stamp.
Mhm.
And then they put the doors on it and stuff like that. That's what they did with, like, my car is, if you look at it, there's very few lines on the car where it looks like they pieced a piece in.
yeah.
And the new
yeah.
ones are like the 3 and the Y are a lot more stamped out.
You know, I kind of wish they would have another one of those boot camps because,
Well, they will if they open that thing in
yeah,
Mechanics
I would love these two just to see up close, you know, what we saw the day we went to that.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You didn't go to it. It's a
No,
Tesla.
it's
Come on, I
evidently
went
yeah.
with
I
you
would love
too.
to go. I would love to go
Not
and
a
see
Tesla boot camp.
it. Yeah,
There
yeah.
was something about Tesla that I went with you guys to.
Oh, I know what she's talking. It's not what you went to. No.
Okay.
What she?
I would. I mean,
We went down. We took her down with us because there was something going on, but it wasn't the boot camp because you didn't see all the different models, did you?
I thought so. Thought
Did you
they
see
did.
the
I don't
big
remember
ass
her going
battery?
with us on any of those ventures to Tesla.
It was the one that you guys went to down in Lancaster.
Yeah, it's down in Lancaster.
I think it was the second one that we went to, not the first one that we took her. I think.
I don't know because it was right by the sheets. It was at the.
Well,
Yeah.
we went. Did we get my tires?
Did you what?
Did we get my tires?
No, she
Were there a
wasn't.
bunch of people there?
There was a room full.
Was it a room in the corner? Like you go in the. Okay, she was there at the second one.
Okay, yeah, the second. I was gonna say
Okay,
she
I
wasn't
didn't
at the
remember
first
you
one.
being there. I was in love with Tesla, so I didn't see.
Yeah,
you.
anything.
How easily I've forgotten how.
See,
that was
that's,
before. That was before. You were taken then.
Well, she's taken now too.
Doesn't matter. It's me. I'm back.
But I'm saying with all these Teslas and the knowledge there and just the way.
But the thing is that you don't have to be a genius to run.
let
one.
me ask you a
So
question.
easy.
Now I have another.
Tesla.
No. I have another 5 years before I can probably
Get
do
out of jail?
anything, or 4 years before I do anything with this car.
Turn trolls over.
Are they going to, you know?
He's not moving. He's not
Nope.
reacting to it. It
He's
doesn't-
got a one-track
it's like,
mind.
that's
and no
Right, I got a
question.
one-track mind at this point.
That's really sad.
With this $25,000 car,
Okay.
am I going to be able to? Someone like me going to be able to afford something
Yes.
like that?
Did you buy a $25,000 car?
I don't know. Right now, I can't
Well,
because my credit's bad.
Yeah, but
Well-
you have this car.
Right, and
If
I'm
you
saying,
didn't, if it wouldn't have been for the reason you got this car and you'd been working on it, you could afford a car like that.
yeah, with your help, thank you.
No,
but the thing is,
How?
$25,000 for a car. Think about this. How
That's
much do you
really
pay for
not a lot.
gas a day, or a week?
too much.
Yeah, exactly. Too
Okay.
much at this point.
What I mean, when you think about the expenses putting into this, as electric becomes more acceptable, people are going to understand electric. The problem is a lot of people are intimidated by electric and have the fear of running out of electric. I had that too. I had range anxiety in the beginning. In the beginning,
And-
every time I
and-
got under 150 miles, I had to charge. You don't have to charge because you don't have to charge when you get down to 150 miles of gas.
It's a-
It's
Thank you for saying that.
Well, I was actually talking to Trish yesterday or the day before, and I said the same thing. I said to him, I know eventually we're going to have to go to electric cars, and I guess like you said, I have that fear
Everyone
of, oh my
does.
God, am I going to have to?
But-
It's only when you
am I
have
gonna run out
2
of
miles
electric?
left
But
that you
think
start
about
to
this.
panic.
When you decide to do that, it's after this network is going to be expanded, and you'll be able to get an Ioniq or anything, not just a Tesla. You'll be able to get one of the other cars if this one's. But this is geared towards the people that are buying the a $20,000 car, and
Right.
for $25,000 to get a car that's a Tesla, it's worth a name because
Right.
Tesla. I can tell you right now. One thing I didn't say, and I shouldn't have forgot to say this, but I did. When they open up their network to the other brands, they're going to pay a premium for the electric, whereas I'm not. I'm going to get the electric at cost because that's all Tesla did it for. They put it out there so there's enough
You're
places
saying
to
maybe
get
go
charged.
with the other models besides the Tesla electric, and then move up.
I'm
or-
saying that if you have this, like she was making fun of the Teslas, saying they're ugly or whatever.
Yeah.
You could buy an Ioniq if you wanted to buy an Ioniq, but instead of paying 25 cents per kilowatt hour, you're going to pay maybe 50 cents a kilowatt hour.
Right.
And so you're going to pay in the long run if you buy something else.
Right.
The key to this is that, see, the strategy for Tesla, once I figured it out, the strategy makes all the sense in the world because they're going to get your credit card information, they're going to know who's buying electric cars, and they're going to be able to take that and they're going to market it to those people. They're going to say, hey, your lease is up in 2 years, you ought to look at buying a Tesla. And they're going to say, oh, I can save this much because instead of, I don't know what the actual numbers are,
Right.
instead of 50 cents a kilowatt hour, I only have to pay 20 cents a kilowatt hour? You know,
So basically, it would be, instead of jumping into one of the smaller ones, as you would say, go into the Tesla first, because I'm saving in the long run
you're going
cost wise.
you're going to save in
Okay.
the long run. And Tesla knows what they're doing.
Right.
These other guys, they're the new kids on the block. You have to worry about how much their technicians know because they've never been in this market. And a lot of the companies really didn't want to move to electric, but the problem is that they got so much pressure from the government to act on this, and with Tesla being the only game in town, they were just giving that business away to Tesla because nobody
Right.
wanted to make the move. And even the Ford truck still isn't out.
Yeah.
They do have that electric Mustang out, but it's not doing that well. And it's actually pretty slow compared to my car.
Yeah.
Considering it's a newer car than mine, it's slower than my car. And that's kind of funny because my car is a 2018
Yeah.
and theirs is a 2021, and mine could beat it in a race.
Yeah.
And that's a Mustang.
It was funny. I was coming home late at night the other night, and this gentleman was teasing me, and I knew only because I was getting on the turnpike, and he happened to be in the left-hand lane, and I actually passed him in the right-hand lane, just going 69 miles an hour. Okay, and that's all I was doing, and I was going 69 miles an hour, and I passed him, and he got, what they say, pissed off, and he kept on, catching up to me, okay, passing me, hitting his brakes, going back down, and he wanted me to catch him, and I was like, dude, I'm not catching you. I'm going 69 miles an hour, saving my gas, okay, whether you want to do that or not. And then, like, when I got off the Harrisburg exit that I was there, he flipped his legs several times, and that's how I knew he was fucking with me. And it's like, okay, do you feel better?
But I get that all the time
Yeah.
with guys that have fast cars that want me to race them, and I won't race
That's
them.
what he wanted. He wanted me to race him, and I'm like, I ain't racing you. I don't care. First of all, we got turns and twists on this
Well, I have a
car.
lot more to lose.
Yeah,
Because
I mean-
people would laugh at me if I lost.
I mean, it was like, I don't care. I'm not going to race you on a turnpike. First of all, you don't know where the cops are. Second
right.
of all, you got twists and turns, and it's at late at night. You cannot see. And I'm not banging my car or wasting gas to prove that, hey, I got a faster car than you. If I do, it's not worth it.
I'm with you. I have nothing to prove. But, all right, well, I guess we can wrap this up. Since Alyssa's gone, we can, or was it, which one left?
Alyssa.
It was Alyssa, yeah.
Since
yeah.
Yeah,
we can
her
talk
son's
about,
awake.
let's talk
It
about
was
Alyssa a
me.
little bit, then we can wrap it up.
Yeah, Alyssa's son got awake.
Oh, it was not you. Stop it. My sister-in-law put in there, sorry, Mike, it was me. You're too slow. My sis- yes, Cat, that's very good. Yeah.
All right. Well, I think it's time to wrap it up.
Yep.
Want to thank everybody that showed up, and hope you had a good time. And if you're a first timer,
Please come back.
Hope you enjoyed your cherry being broken. And oh, I did it again. Damn it. Always hit the wrong button. There it is. I'll talk to you guys next week, and same bat time, same bat channel. And see ya.